Hey guys, Homo back again. Welcome to day 65 in light of the Galaxy S23. Today I'm going to talk about the May update and some of the changes that you're going to see. First of all, so glad that Samsung is pumping out these security updates on a monthly basis on time. There was a point not too long ago where we would go months, if not years, without any updates. But for now, it's a good sign. If you buy any of these S-series, you plan to keep these phones for the long run. Samsung is maintaining them pretty well. So in terms of the May updates, I heard that there are going to be two different updates. One at the beginning of the month, which is going to be a pretty minor update, just fixing security flaws and everything like that. I believe there's about 73 or 75 security updates. So most of these things not going to really impact your day-to-day life, but in the background it's working just to make sure your phone is well protected. But in general, best practice, don't go any random sites that you don't know about. Don't download random files. Stick with the Play Store. For the most part, don't do anything weird, and your phone should be fine security-wise. Don't click on random pop-ups. You see anything that say you can win $1 million, don't click on those. So best practice, just stay away from any of those. These should be okay. And so that's going to be the first half of the month. And I already had that update. Didn't really see any difference in terms of day-to-day usage. But I know in the background, all the securities is up to date. So just in general, since they're pushing out all these security updates, you might as well just download them for best practices. You never know what kind of vulnerabilities out there. Maybe people can hack your phone depending on what app you use. So in general, whenever Samsung push out these updates, just make sure you are on top of the latest and greatest. I know anytime they do push out a new update, there's always a possibility that some things do break along the way. It's just a part of life, I guess. You pick something, you break something out. But I did hear that that towards the end of the month, Samsung is going to be doing a big camera update. I'm not sure it was going to fix that banana blurry shape issue. I might not even have the phone by then. But regardless if I still have the S23 or not, I'll still continue to track and monitor, see if people's blurry issues are improving by then. But at least it does sound promising that Samsung is going to be making some camera updates. I look forward to see, even if it doesn't fix the issue, maybe it resolve it 50 to 70% to make it not look as bad for the close-up photos. I think I'll be happy with that as well. But I'll continue to track that and keep you guys updated. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the May update. In the beginning of the month, it's a small update for securities. Towards the end of the month, you're going to see something more major. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys today in terms of that topic. Now let's jump into day 65 briefly. It is a Saturday morning for me. Woke up at 7 a.m. Spend my morning making videos with my phone on my wireless charger. Close to 9 o'clock, we are still at 99% due to the fact that it's been sitting on a wireless charger in and off. Spend my morning by tearing down my closet. Gonna remodel this other one as well. And then I went into the camera settings, and there is an option for settings to keep. Never really noticed that was in there, but I decided to go into the settings and play around with that. And you can actually have it set so that the last mode you use, it stays that way, which is pretty useful. By default, I think when you first launch your camera, it always starts in photo mode. For me, I tend to record a lot of the videos. I prefer it to be on the last mode, such as video mode. So you can set it to default to the last mode that you're using instead of camera. I thought that's pretty cool. You may find that to be useful, maybe not. But so I did go in and toggle that on. In the morning, made my way over to Boston. By 12:30 p.m., my phone is at 73%. As I'm strolling around Boston, just reading random Reddit articles, news and rumors. So apparently the Google Pixel Fold is around the corner. It's going to be announced at Google I/O next week, and we shall see how it goes. Samsung is really pushing the envelope just in terms of all these flipping and folding phones. They made it more popular, and other companies are slowly following, such as Google. Pretty sure Apple will launch their folding phone in a year or two as well. But for now, we're in the early stages of all these devices. Sounds like the Pixel Fold is going to be $1,700, which is still pricey. I know it is still a new technology, so it's still going to be expensive. I do wish that once more phones start coming out, people will find a way to make it cheaper. The Galaxy Z Flip have been launching at $1,000. I wish they could find a way to make it $700 or $800. How do you do that? I have no idea, but I know bending screens are expensive, but we shall see how that goes. And even for the folding series, if it can find a way to get it down to the $1,000 mark, that would be awesome as well. Or even below that would be even better. I don't know, it's early. We'll continue to wait and see. So spend my morning roaming around Boston, pretending to be a tourist, taking some nice pictures on the Galaxy S23. You know, I grew up around Boston and never really appreciate all these things until you move to the suburb, and then you kind of start to miss it a little bit. So super busy in the Park Street area. We got in Boston Market, all these stands set up with vintage shops. Made my way over to lunch, grabbed some Szechuan food, sent a few Snapchat over to my friends, just trolling them with my sarcastic humor that I don't think anyone find amusing but myself. Afterwards, went to grab some bubble tea. In the evening, I got an email from Pokemon saying that they are finally migrating the Pokemon trading card game over to their new platform. Haven't played this game in a while, but there was one point I played it daily, so went back into the game again. You cannot find this in the App Store, so you gotta download the APK file if you're using an Android device. If you have a tablet, I think you can download it just fine. You can also play it on a computer as well. But at the same time, you've got about like a month left before they migrate over to the new platform. You can actually download the new platform right now, but now I'm just doing some research, making sure my account is optimized and everything is ready to be migrated over. So I started launching up the game, opened up some booster packs, trying to get some cards, and attempt to maximize everything. And after a long day strolling around Boston, we made our way back home. And it's so exhausting driving around. So once I got back, just sat on my couch, watched some Chip Empire on Netflix. It was actually really interesting. And at some point, I just knocked out for like an hour or two. Then finally got up, made my way back to the closet, got some joint compound, filled in some of these holes that were left behind once I tore off the old closet. And that pretty much wraps up day 65 in the life of the Galaxy S23. By 8:46 p.m., we're looking at 10% battery life left, so got 13.5 hours of battery today. Only 3 hours of screen time. I spent most of the days walking around Boston, just eating, enjoying the view, enjoying life. So not a lot of screen time action, always on display, taking up a good amount of battery, did some Pokemon Go, snap a few photos, sent some Snapchat. Not too crazy, but this is what a day out is gonna look like on the weekend. Early in the morning, my phone is all charged up and ready to go, and as I'm driving, I do have it on my wireless charger with Google Maps running, so you may see a little bump along the way as it's charging. But either way, it lasted me all the way till I got back home. I just charge it up then, and get ready for bed. So throughout the day, I don't need to worry about my phone dying or anything like that. I know the battery will be sufficient. So far, another solid day with the Galaxy S23. The May updates, everything seemed to be stable. Nothing broken after the new update. Guess all the securities and everything now is up to date, so well protected. Don't need to worry about that. I'll continue to monitor this phone to let you guys know if anything changes on a day-to-day basis. In the meantime, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.